Hello, my Tubies, my Teletubbies, Sheila True Love. Here today, we are going to answer the question: do empaths have a bad attitude? Because we finally had to get rid of these miserable narcs. We are going to join Deborah Cooper, who is my girl. This is my lady. If you guys admire Sheila True Love, thank you very much. But honey, I'm nothing in comparison to Deborah Cooper. I don't know if you guys have ever looked at any of her videos, but I suggest all women on the planet look at this woman. Her name is spelled Deborrah. Cooper. She has two R's in her Deborah. She's a Leo. Hello. You know my moon is a Leo, honey. Hello. Can we talk, Joan Rivers? Can we talk? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. A queen. You know, the king of the jungle and the queen of the jungle, the lion. There's no way a king or a queen can put up with all of this craziness. You're not going to sit here and treat me disrespectfully or treat me poorly, abuse me, manipulate me, try to take advantage of me. That's never going to happen. Not to Sheila True Love. Not unless I'm old, senile, decrepit, blind as a bat. That is just so never going to happen. You know why? Because I can't. I can't do it. Even if I try with everything I am, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's called injustice. I can't deal with it. Anyway, let's talk here with Deborah.
I think would make interesting discussion. So today I get this video from this from a friend of mine on Facebook, and it's a link to um, this guy's web not to call it YouTube video, and he's going on and on about black women and their attitude. And he's like, black women have an attitude, and I'm like, okay, what's that mean? So I started listening to the video. And he's like, it doesn't matter what time of day it is, or what kind of event it is, or what part of.
Now, I know she's using this as black women, but if you talk to most men, whether they're Caucasian, Spanish, whatever, they feel that all women, I mean, especially black women, they get upset with black women. Ebony, I call us because that means beautiful, and God knows we are amazingly beautiful. But the reason why they get really pissed with ebony women is because they say out of all races of women, ebony women have the highest self-esteem. And you can determine a person's self-esteem by what they're willing to put up with. And you see how ebony women, 70% of ebony women have never been married. And the reason why ebony women have never been married, first of all, ebony women, black women, if you whatever you decide, we outnumber black men. So that's a given. You understand why we would be single. Because anytime there's more women than men, you do the math. Okay? But the reason why I'm saying empaths is because this applies to all women, not just black women. See it for all women, because all men feel that we have issues. They feel that we have attitude problems. They feel that we nag and we complain. My thing is, if a person don't want to be nagged, do it the first time someone asks you. The first time a person asks you, that's asking you. The second time, that's a reminder. The third time, that's nagging. And when you put Sheila True Love in a position where I have to nag you, then it's time for you to start packing up your stuff, son, and get your own place. I didn't say we got to get divorced, but you've got to get your own place. Because this here is stressful. Stress kills. I've seen some people who say that they're 52 years old. Honey, these people look like they're 62 and 65 years old, these women. These women, because stress will age you. It accelerates your aging. All of this stress and aggravation, women who are catching strokes at such early ages, this is ridiculous. This is redunk. This is redunculous. I mean, really. You're sitting up here. I'm the type, I'm not going to stay on top of your behind and keep saying, well, did you do it yet? Did you do it yet? I don't care. If I ask you to do something, and notice I didn't say if I tell you to do something. No. I never tell a man anything. I just ask him. If I ask you to do something, I don't care when you do it, as long as it's done before the next day. Because then if I get up the next day and it's not done, then I'm going to ask you again for the second time. That's a reminder. Okay, and I'm hoping that we can get this done. If it's not done the third day, now it's called nagging. I'm going to have to bring it to your attention again the third day. Now you done turned me into a nag, and I'm not a happy camper with that. I'm really not. So now I'm going to start laying back and getting real quiet around the house, and I'm going to start plotting and scheming. Because now I'm plotting and scheming how to get you up out of my house. Because you're not going to sit up here and kill me or age Sheila True Love. Not me.
The country you're in, black women have a funky attitude, and I think they're mentally unstable. I think they have a chemical imbalance. I think they're sinister. It comes from their childhood. I mean, he was just going on and on talking about black women passive aggressive. I mean, just all this stuff, right? And I'm sitting there rolling. I tell you, I was just crying. I was laughing so hard. And it's like, I know he didn't mean this to be comedy, but it was just the same. And then I thought, poor little thing, his little heart is just all up in this, and he is just all messed up behind, these attitudes that he says black women have. And then he was like letting loose with his feelings. He's like, black women just don't give a fuck about black men anymore. Damn Skippy. You know why? Because y'all are crazy. Now you love to look there talking about black women are crazy. We go around abducting you to the tune of over 100,000 people. Do we beat you and put you in the hospital and kill you every time you turn around and they want to kill? No, that's y'all doing all that. So you talking about somebody, is crazy and not wrapped too tight. I mean, look at dude who just went off and shoot.
Isn't she true? You don't hear where women are. I mean, I'm sure that there are men who have been abused by women, beat up or what have you. I don't understand all that when men are more muscular than women. I don't get that, but okay. They say it happens, But yeah, she's right. You don't see, you want to say that women are crazy? Well, they say black. I'm going to say women. I'm going to put it out there. Women are crazy. We're not the ones who are with this domestic violence, beating people up, killing people, going around raping children and all this other crazy stuff. But yet you want to sit up here and say that women, we're the ones who crazy? Really? Things that make you go,
people in the face and all this sort of shit because he mad because a woman left him, and blaming his stupidity and his lack of self-esteem on his mother and the girlfriend who left him because he was stupid. I mean, really? You think that's, that makes her crazy? So then he says, well, black women say that they want a real man, but then they wear false eyelashes and weaves and fake nails, and then they have fake boobs and fake butts. I'm like, nah, you got that confused. That's white people. Some strippers, I admit.
I'm not going to say that's Caucasian people. I don't agree with that. But you have ebony women or women in general. You have women, Caucasian women, they dye their hair. Anytime you dye in your hair, that's not your natural hair. Because your hair is natural, what grows out of your head. So nobody could talk about who got fake this, fake what. What about people who wear makeup? What about people with these fake eyes? Women are doing what, check this out. We are taught growing up that men are visual. Men are visual. And I think men should be happy to see that their woman is taking pride in herself and that she's working hard to adorn herself to make herself beautiful for you. Whether it's false eyelashes, wig, weave, extensions, dyeing your hair, they putting on these fake booties, they getting their breasts lifted, because what? Her breast is hanging down to her freaking navel. He's not a happy camper. So she goes, she gets her breasts, rejuvenated. She's doing all of these things to try to be appealing and to appease her partner. And they still want to complain. It doesn't matter whether my hair is fake or natural. The point is, do I look good though? But I look good, don't I? And the point is, I keep it up and I maintain myself. That's all you need to concern yourself with. When you walk out of this house, honey, with me, trust me, I feel like you walked out with I'm not that pleased. They say this woman, she may be a 10. Yeah, you go ahead. She's a 10, but let me tell you, she the true love. I'm 1 in a million. Try that on for size. How about that? She may be a 10, baby, but I'm one in a million.
The strippers do, get things augmented in that way because they know the men like it. So it's like if y'all didn't always talk about big butts and big boobs,
Thank you.
no black woman would want that, no woman, period. But because they know that you guys like it, they go and they, pay to get one if they don't already have one, or they pay to get what they got, enlarged because they notice what you like. So if you don't like that, just stop telling women that you do. And then they'll stop doing it because they're doing it because they think it's a way to attract you. Oh my God. So then he started talking about what's a good man, right? Now, we done already had this conversation where they think just doing some old basic ass shit makes them a quote good man. And my thing is, okay, so he kept talking about this dude working a 9 to 5. How does that make him a good man? That just makes him a fucker with a job. I mean, really? And okay, so he got a job and he works 9 to 5. So do 80,000 million other people. I mean, why does that elevate him to the status of good? How does he treat that woman in a relationship? So he's all mad because he's like, well, she got a good man, and he go to work every day trying to provide for her, and then she cheats on him. She probably cheats on him because he got a little dick. She cheats on him because he doesn't know how to talk to her. She cheats on him because he's stupid, ugly. I mean, just because he's going to work doesn't mean he's making no money. He might be one of those people making some little minimum wage job or some shit. I mean, you know what I mean? You can't afford that these days. You better.
Do you love her or do you love her? She is so raw. She's totally way raw than me. Oh my God. And I listen to this woman and I'm in total awe. I love her because she keeps it beyond real. She's waking up so many females to help women to know how to protect themselves. Like she says, she cheats on him because he has a little penis. I don't think that's a reason to cheat. You just learn how to work around that. There's ways to work around that. Come on already. She cheated. Now I can understand. I don't agree with cheating. I'm sorry. I'm just so against it. Really, if it's not working, then you just end it. Because divorce these days, my divorce cost me $1,000. That was dirt cheap. Okay, divorce, and now they got divorces even cheaper. They got divorces for $399. They got divorces for $500. So if it's not working, let's end this, man. Life is short. Life is very, very short. And the little time that we have here on this earth, what, 70, 80, maybe 90 years? Why should I spend that little bit of time that I have here on this earth in misery in a relationship that's just misery? When you come home, you're not looking forward to coming home. You're like, oh man, what a drag. I hate it. Who wants to live like that? He's walking around the house. He's looking all mean and hateful and grumpy and never can look cheerful or pleasant. I've only had one man, actually my kid's father, my son and daughter's father. He was cool. He was mad cool. He was pleasant. He was cheerful. He was great. Actually, he was good. And then the other man I've lived with that was pleasant. I mean, walking sunshine. When he walks around the house, the whole house lights up like sun. My son, Lewis. Oh my God, that kid is walking sunshine. He's a Libra. But his moon is in Cancer. That means that, they put up with a lot of crap from people that they should never put up with. Anybody with their moon in Cancer, you people need to toughen up. You need to G up, as they say. Gangster. Toughen up. Because, Cancers take on too much crap. They really do. People take advantage of you. They don't appreciate how nurturing you are, how loving you are, how kind you are, how Cancers will fight for anything they love. They'll fight, really. And anybody who got their moon in Cancer or their sun, whatever the hell, you people need to toughen up, for real. So you know me, moon in Leo. Did I toughen my son up? You damn Skippy. My daughter has her moon in Cancer. She puts up with too much foolishness too. She puts up with way too much. Of letting people have her do the heavy lifting while they laying back on their laurels, taking things lightly. No. I don't admire females like that. I really don't.
Pulling in some bank. So, he's going on, and, women are always praying to God they want a good man, and then they have one, and they don't know how to treat him. Black women are never satisfied. And black women are satisfied, but see, this is the problem. This the problem. This the crux of the issue. You guys want us to be satisfied with what you want us to have. You want us to be satisfied with what you want to give us, not with what we want. And so you get mad when what you want to give us is not what we want. And we reject it and we summarily reject you. Then you get an attitude, well, I'm a good man. Well, you might be good for somebody else over there. You're not good for this chick right here because you have, you don't meet her standard. And whether you think you do or not, the bottom line is the person who decides if you meet her standards is the woman, not you. Okay, so let me turn my page.
I agree with her completely. You may be a good man, you're just not good for me. Just like my ex narc. No, I'm not. I could never be the woman for him. He could never be the man for me. Because one thing, when it comes to sex, we don't see eye to eye on that. Our sex life was trash. It really was. You see, I see sex as something sacred, something holy, something beautiful, something spiritual, something that takes you to heights like you've never been. It's like amazing. The way he sees it is like, this sling dick anywhere, nothing means nothing. You could just, it's just busting a nut. And what? I'm like, oh man, no, we could never be the, no, 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 no. Like with my husband, my kid's father, that was great. Our sex was spiritual. He was a Scorpio. And sex with him was very spiritual. It was loving. It was warm. It was, oh man. I wish he wouldn't have cheated because he had cheated on me. And I can't, she could shoot off. I can't do that one.
Age my next. I have to show you all the scribbles. Can you see that? Okay, that is my handwriting. It's awful. I will admit it. Oh my goodness.
I love her.
I think I could have been a doctor.
Oh my God, I love her.
Because my handwriting would have fit right up in there. Okay, so then he started talking about scandalous hood rat hoes. And that he's tired of it in the black community, that they're messing up everything in the black community. My thing is this. Unless you are a hood rat yourself, why are you looking at hood rat women and using them as the basis to judge black women? I mean, it's like white people going to the trailer park and talking about, white people. You holding that as an example. I mean, really? That's the best you can do? You can't figure out that there's like educated black women, they're professional business owners, they're doctors and doctorates and attorneys and CEOs and CFOs and all this kind of stuff right there up here. And then you going to go down here to the little welfare baby mama types, that dropped out of high school or whatever, got their GED. And then you're going to be talking about using them as the standard of measurement. And they might be some very nice people. So don't think that I'm talking about the lady. What I'm talking about is his decision to use people as an example that are not at even like mid-level or at the highest level of achievement amongst African Americans. He's going to the bottom and then, complaining about the people at the bottom. Now, they trying to get to the middle, the ones that trying to do something. Yeah, they may have started off behind the 8 ball when they were young. Yes, they had some struggles, whatever. But as long as they're trying, see, I'm in their corner. As long as you're like not satisfied with where you are, you're trying to get better, then I will lend you my full support. But in a situation like this,
I totally agree with her yet again. Do you see why I love her? See, these are the type of friendships that I'm looking for. I'm looking for quality women. Women who have, this is another one who has common sense. This is hard to find. She has one hell of a self-esteem. She has healthy self-esteem. She was married. Her husband died. She was married for, I think, 40 years, almost 40 years. And her husband passed away. So she took a chill pill for whatever, and then she's back out there in the dating arena, and she's checking out what's up out here now. Yo, this is not like 40 years ago. Deborah Cooper, and she knows it. You know? Yep. So when she sits up here and say that, I could definitely work with a man who has potential. If I could see that you're ambitious and you have potential, I'm a step to you. I will work with you. I promise you that. Because when I met my ex, he had nothing. Let me tell you, he had zero. When I was finished with him, he had everything. Education and all. I turned a loser into a winner, but actually he wasn't a loser. Because if he was a loser, I would have never stepped to that. But I saw potential in him, and guess what? I was right. I was right. As long as he was with me, he was amazing, amazing in terms of being successful, setting goals and achieving them, keeping money in the bank and money in the house. He was becoming more and more educated. And the moment he had to screw up, I kicked him to the curb. He's a crackhead now. Homeless crackhead. There you have it, folks.
He's, taking those unfocused women, those ones with no direction and no purpose, just running around acting stupid, and he's comparing them, to the good guys that he thinks, that these women are after. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever you want to do. So then he started talking about this dude whose name I forget, the Steve or something like that. The one who was shooting around people and shot the old man in the face yesterday.
Oh, God.
The day before, whatever it was. He started talking about, that example. And then he also referenced a guy who committed suicide. I guess he did it on Facebook Live too. And that the guy was, was upset because he worked 9 to 5 and he was a quote good man, and that the woman that he was with wasn't satisfied with him and made him feel like he wasn't shit, and that he killed himself. I'm quoting here. Now that is not my vernacular. He killed himself, he says. So I'm like, okay. He killed himself. I don't know quite what to do with that, but I mean, I guess, brother man was feeling kind of down and out. And I'm like, why is that the woman's problem? Because like if she, wasn't satisfied with you, you have options here. One of them is to leave her alone and go find somebody who appreciates.
That's right. He has the options. And when you think about the male female ratio, you have way more women out here than you have men. So if you're not happy with her, step off, son, and go get somebody who you feel will make you more happy. Someone who you feel you can be completely satisfied with. Because I dead Negroes, I dead clowns. If I see that you're not satisfied with me and you got a wandering eye and you looking over here and looking over there, yo, son, I'm out. You see, because now you killed my drive to cook for you, clean for you, do laundry, take care of you when you're sick, help educate you, be your psychiatrist, your analyst, and all the above things that women do. You done killed all of that because I was more than just a wife. But when I see you have a wandering eye, the message you just sent me is that you're not satisfied with me and you never will be. You're just here with me until something you feel, and I mean you feel is better, that comes along. You feel the grass is greener on the other side, but guess what happens? When they get to the other side, they realize it's not even real grass. It's astroturf. How about that? Then they want to try to come back over here to you. You can't come back here to Sheila True Love. Because when I'm done with you, I'm done. That's why I tell my tubies, if you see me talking or dealing with my ex-narc, don't be afraid for Sheila True Love. Because Sheila True Love is not falling back into that trap. Now, if you feel that you're vulnerable and you still have feelings like that for your partner, then you most definitely need to go no contact, don't have anything to do with them, block them on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, every social network that there is. Block them from calling you. Don't take none of their calls. Just dead them. They're dead to you. Because you can't do that. You see, me, I could put a nigga in the toy box and pull you out when I want to play because I'm extremely bored. And I have absolutely nothing on the planet to do. Believe me. You don't have to worry about Sheila True Love in that aspect.
Appreciate you working your little 9 to 5. But see, when a woman's in a relationship with you, like say this, you was working the 9 to 5 before she met you, right? So now you still working 9 to 5 and you trying to project like that's doing everything for her. That ain't doing shit for her. That's the same shit you was already doing before you ever met her, before you ever saw her face. So how is that for her? I mean, hello? What are you doing in the relationship that brings her joy, that makes her smile, that brings her happiness, that makes her feel satisfied emotionally, that makes her look forward to you coming home every day? I mean, how do you talk to her? What interactions do you have with her that make her feel
special,
like she can't wait to see you? What do you do? See, this is kind of like foreign to dudes. They don't understand what you be talking about. They think that they're supposed to sit in this little box where they go to work and come home, and that you're supposed to be like, oh my God, Hercules, Hercules, and all excited about it and stuff. And it's like, you need to be doing more than that, because that's just some basic shit. That don't mean nothing. So then he starts talking about,
Yeah, and I'm saying, what do you do to make her feel special? That's what I'm trying to say. What makes me feel special is when a man is faithful. When a man is faithful, I know that I'm special. When a man knows how to keep his penis in his pants and keep it where it belongs, I'm nothing but special. But you sitting up here slinging penis over there to her, and you're slinging it over here this way and slinging it that way, whether you screw in her mouth or you screw in her wherever. No, that's not showing me that you love me and that you value me. You see, you have to make Sheila True Love feel valued. You have to make Sheila True Love feel special. Do things for me that you wouldn't do for other people. That's how you make a person feel special.
he's really actually he stayed on this thing about the dude committing suicide. He kept bringing that up. And I'm like, okay, so one motherfucker who was stupid and had low self-esteem killed himself. I mean, what you want me to do? That's why he should be dead, because he's dumb. And this is the thing. Oh, I meant to look it up, but I forgot. Somebody else might look it up and put it in the comment section. But as I recall, the highest rate of suicides amongst males is black males. So that means to me that it's a whole bunch of y'all that's punk ass and weak and don't have no backbone. You can't stand the struggle. So you sit up there and want to kill yourself to end it all because it's easier. That's why you do it. So, don't put that on.
Wow, isn't she raw again? I love her. God, I wish my daughter was like her. I really do. Because this woman is definitely someone who I admire incredibly. I really do. Um, I wish I could meet. Like I said, I live here in New York. I wish I could meet friends like her because I'll be a powerhouse. I'll be out here and all kind of stuff, man. Please, I need three friends like her. This is what I'm looking for, and I can't seem to find that. All these sick dumb hoes, man, who they don't want to hardly do much or nothing but sit up under a nigga. I could always tell a woman who has a cheating dusty. Because when a woman don't want to go nowhere, but she wants to constantly follow him, she wants to know what he's doing, she stays home a lot, wherever he's at, she got to be all up under him. That's because she knows she can't trust him. What happens to girls' night out? What happens to let's get away and go with the girls? You know what I mean? But she can't. She can't. Because she got to keep tabs on this piece of nignog.
Women, that's your escape. That's you trying to shift blame because you don't have the cojones to handle life. So you just check out with a gun to the head or some whatever way you're gonna do it, and then try to blame it on women, just like the dude who was shooting people up and and then ultimately killed himself when the police got hold of his ass. Oh, Reekton, he didn't want to go to prison, so he gonna kill himself. Oh, bitch ass motherfucker, and
Oh my
that's why he
God.
deserves to be dead. I don't feel any pity for him. And people were like, "Well, do you feel sorry for the old man?" No, I don't feel sorry for his pedophile ass either. Because the girl he's with him is he's in his 60s or 70s or however old he is. He started fucking with this young girl when she was only 16. And so, that's like statutory rape. He's a fucking pedophile. So now I don't feel sorry for him. I mean, really, in my mind, he wiped out something that's like useless. So I'm fine with that. It's a twofer as far.
God, do you see why I love her? Because she's like me. I can't believe this. We all know that the world is filled with problems. But what we hardly don't have is solutions. And me, like Deborah Cooper here, the queen of queens, she's about the solution. Really. We're going to do part two on this because this is already almost 30 minutes. But I love her so much, I can't get enough of her. Oh, God, I love her. Anyway, Sheila True Love, you always have a choice, my tubies. Please do as the Bible says. Choose wisely. Be wise, my child, and make my heart rejoice. If someone is asking you to do something that is not wise, you do not have to be submissive. Because then you're going against the Bible when it tells you to be wise. Sheila True Love, I'll see you on the other side for part two.
As I'm concerned. So I have no pity for